Morning everyone, Hadley Fraser here, taking over the Whatsonstage Instagram for the day on behalf of Chichester Festival Theatre. Rise and shine. People often wonder and ask me as actors where we stay when we're away from home. I left it a bit late this year to look at the digs list, so not a bad night's sleep. Improvise, adapt and overcome, much like Bear Grylls. People don't know that actually Chichester Theatre has its own jetty. A lot of people stay. See you, Jim. Yeah, Jimmy Nesbitt. Off on his barge back to London. Slow going. Anyway, I'm not going to get through a day's tech on grog alone, so I better go and find some food, I suppose. 12-hour days do tend to be quite punished. I think acting is all about instinct and so survival. So when you spot a meal as an actor, you just got to go for it. It's like a press night buffet, or read through croissant. You got to get in there. So this could potentially see me through for the rest of the run. It's a brilliant bit of protein, so if I'm lucky I'm going to be able to capture it. I like to keep fit on my commute, so off to the theatre. Here I am, everyone. There you go, look, Chichester Festival Theatre in the background. And just beside me here, a statue of the great England fast bowler Bob Willis, who of course gave a mesmeric Prospero just after the 1981 Ashes series. There he is, look, immortalised forevermore. Absolutely belted down the motorway from Headingley. Made it in time for curtain up. Speaking of Bob Willis playing Prospero, gets me thinking about cricketers and their natural parts that they play. I think Joe Root would make an excellent Henry V. Jack Russell, of course, would have been a brilliant Puck. And if you were to think about who'd make an excellent Jean Valjean, I think you'd look no further than Mike Gatting. Any other suggestions welcome? Cricketers and theatrical parts. Go. Here I am outside the Minerva Theatre stage door, and just behind me there you can see sort of where they make all of the actors. If you get too close to it, that's when this sort of tractor beam thing happens. It's like it's calling you home, basically. So yeah, we all get recharged in that area there, in between shows. That's how Matthew Cottle prepares.
Getting into caricature.
A caricature. In terms of the hat, Matthew, is that part of the character?
It is the character.
Can you act without the hat? No. That's your acting hat.
That stays on.
Yeah.
That stays on, it all falls apart.
Stand by.
Hello.
Helena Wilson there. Have you
Is
come?
this on now?
Yeah.
No, it's not live. Don't worry. But have you come to borrow the acting hat?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I have.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
There's just
It
one.
smells like boys in here, guys. I'm not
Great.
Can you cut that bit?
Are you going to run?
In life and on stage, Helena Wilson and Ralph Davis have very similar conversations. At the moment, they're talking about Marks and Spencer.
Get some Percy pigs.
Yeah. It's going to take me about an hour.
Vegan.
To get
No,
snacks.
to go to M&S, get everything,
This is what's
go
important
back to the digs,
in the theatre.
get changed,
Percy
and get ready
Pigs.
for a road trip.
Okay, so
Hang on, road trip?
Yeah, which
Shall I
we're
pick
going
you
on
up?
to. We're not in Act 2. We're going to Arundel Castle. No, oh my god.
While we have to stay here and work, these two are having a day trip.
We're going to a castle!
Ralph, cricketers in their natural theatrical roles. Any ideas?
Nasser Hussain,
As
Iago.
beautiful. Have you seen his Iago, or are you just suggesting him for the role?
I haven't seen his Iago. I've seen Ian Botham's Falstaff.
What was that like?
Powerful.
Was it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Where was that?
That was at the Tittery Woppet in Farnham.
Matthew, we're on the theme of cricketers and their theatrical roles. Any ideas? Yeah.
Yes. Well, I saw Bob Willis giving his Petruchio.
Did you?
Yes. Yes.
Was
It was extraordinary.
Yeah.
A very, very long run-up before he made his first entry.
Yeah. Let them know you're coming.
Let them know you're coming. Very intense look on
In that respect, I suppose Malcolm Marshall would have been useless because you'd have never have heard him.
No. Silent but deadly, yes. Silent but deadly.
Thanks for that. We might
Thank
pop
you.
in for more cricketers and their theatrical roles later.
Thank you.
Perfect. I like to think of Matthew Cottle as the Deep Blue Sea's Joe Root, I would suggest.
Holds it all together.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
glue.
Quietly goes about his business
Yes.
and then scores century after century.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Ralph, who would be? Who do you think? You play the part of who?
Philip Welch.
That's right, Philip Welsh. Can you describe him a bit for me? What's his natural character? What would you say?
He's...
What's been your research so far? Would you say he's got a hole in his heart? Is it? Have you gone into that much detail?
Have you actually read the play?
No.
No.
Spoils
Okay.
it, doesn't it? Spoils it.
Yeah.
It ruins it.
Grew up next to a municipal dump.
Yes, that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, it's that sort of detail that really sets Ralph Davis apart.
Yeah.
What's a quick snack for Philip Welch? Is it a protein bar?
It's wasabi peas. Oh.
Come on.
In fact, it's a dairy milk.
This is our wig team. Hayley's just disappeared there. There's theatre's Matthew Cottle in the background. Sonia here.
Oh, hi.
Sonia, introduce yourself.
I'm Sonia, work in the wigs department at Chichester.
This is where the magic happens. Would that be fair to say?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Over here we've got Carol Hancock, our wig. What would you call yourself? Carol, wig
Hair and makeup supervisor.
supervisor.
Yeah.
And here, look.
Hair and makeup. Wham.
What are you going to give?
Actually.
What would it be, Ralph Davis? What would you be giving him today?
We're going to be giving it a little trim and a
Blue
period
rinse?
hairstyle.
Would it be blue?
Blue rinse, yeah. I mean.
Happy with that, Ralph?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Do you always wear a handkerchief before a haircut? Is that something of a tradition?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, why is that? To catch what you've got left.
That's going out on Instagram, is it?
That's going out to 60,000 people.
Lovely.
Here we go, dressing room B, the lads, Mr. Cottle, Mr. Davis, Mr. Fraser, Mr. Kidd and Mr. Ubon Williams. Let's see what... Absolutely remarkable. An actor prepares some beautiful animals.
So I'm looking at you, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Denise is here. Is it fair to say National Treasure, Denise Black's with us? Can you tell me who you play?
I play Mrs. Elton.
Mrs. Elton?
Yeah, I'm the hot toddy in this show.
Yeah. How many shades of brown do you think you've got on
None
in
more brown. None more brown. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
I can count about 16 different shades, I think.
I don't know
You've
if
got
you
a
can
brown.
see there, but I've got pretty gorgeous.
They're beautiful,
yeah,
aren't they? Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. How's tech going for you so far, Denise? Is it a joyful situation?
I think this is going to be a bit of a gem.
Do you?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
Because it's brilliantly cast, it's a brilliantly play, it's been
Yeah.
well directed, the design is fabulous. What more do you want
What
me
more
to
do
say?
you want to say? And
You're good in it, by the way.
oh, thanks very much.
Yeah.
You're fantastic in it.
Massaging the egos.
We never really got round to hot seating very much, did we? Can we just? Do you mind if I just ask Mrs. Elton a couple of questions?
No, that's absolutely fine.
What's a
Thank
quick
you.
snack for Mrs. Elton? Is it beans on toast? Is it pork pie, jellied eels?
I think she'd probably like a pork pie and chipples if she really could.
What's a chipple?
Well, the chipples are they're called French fries now. You know, they're sort of packety things. You know, and you can they're like crispy, real special treat. Because of course there's been rations with the war and everything. There's still rations in 51.
Yeah, of course. What do you think Mrs. Elton would have been? What would have been her profession?
Might be in the future.
Chipples might be in the future. Do you think Mrs. Elton, in her dream situation, would have run a chipple shop, or would she have had a different dream for her life?
I think she probably would have liked a little bit of land, and she would have allowed people to stay in little caravans and
Camping and caravanning.
I think so. I think she would like nature if Mr. Elton wasn't so
Naturist camping and caravanning.
Yes, but you know the best you can do is Ladbroke Grove, and you know.
That's that. So I'll put my costume on in a bit, but in the meantime, here I am in the auditorium of the Minerva. I'll give you a quick sort of look at the set behind me. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to ruin the magic. Peter McIntosh's beautiful set. It's all looking very lovely at the moment. So we'll see if we can get a few little more glimpses as we go through the day. But yeah, just think about the tie. Royal Regiment of Artillery, or is it Fusiliers? We're walking and talking because Paul's the busiest man in show business, but how do we feel the tech's going so far, Paul?
Well, it seems to be going in the right direction, Hadley. And
talking of the right direction, yeah. Are you happy with?
You've just made your first appearance, Hadley. How did it go?
I was delighted with it. I thought I made the difference.
You certainly made a difference. You certainly did, and we do need that comedy.
How long had you been wanting to do Deep Blue Sea for?
A long time.
Really?
And I hope people enjoy it if they come.
I'm sure they will, Paul.
Very somber.
No, it's lovely. It's a lovely. We haven't had many sincere moments, so
No.
just to wipe away of a single tear.
And a strong coffee.
That's us supposed to be resuming the technical.
The entrance of Freddie.
That's me.
Picking up from the entrance of Freddie.
That's me.
Thank you.
Amber, how many litres of whiskey do you think we get through in the show? This is Amber Chap, stage management.
In the show?
Yeah.
Litres, like the whole run?
Would you say it was more gallons? Probably 3 gallons?
Yeah, I don't
4
know what
gallons?
a gallon is, but it's definitely 4 gallons.
5, more than 4?
More, maybe 6?
6 gallons of whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be measuring.
Yep.
There it is. Back once again with Paul Foster, director of the Deep Blue Sea, and Becky Mott, the stage manager of the Deep Blue Sea. If I had to press you, who would be your favourite member of the cast?
Oh, but we're not Hadley.
I don't like that one who
Yeah. Any of the ladies in the company.
Any of the ladies?
Yeah, exactly.
Sit and sip, you. Sit and sip. Here we are, Nancy Carroll. I've finally got her off stage because you spend a great deal of time on stage.
I do.
Do you ever go off stage?
No, I've been here all night actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Was it a comfortable night's sleep at the Minerva?
Well, I think it's important to be uncomfortable for a play like this, so I actually sort of got quite a lot of sort of bits of wood and some old Brillo pads, and I just laid it all out, and I thought...
A couple of nails, well-placed nails.
Yeah, it really helped me stay in character, you know, make me feel really suicidal.
Could we please have Nancy and Joel to the stage, please? Please, Nancy and Joel to the stage. Thank
It's
you.
going to go and get really uncomfortable.
Here we go. We're in the dressing with Lawrence Ubong Williams, who plays who?
Jackie Jackson.
Jackie Jackson. And you're freshly shaven, got the tash going. That feels quite Jackie Jackson to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Why?
It like the double J feels like it should correspond.
JJ.
JJ
They
feels
call
like
him JJ with the tash.
Yeah, like a sort of 70s basketball player, like Dr. J, that kind of... Do you know what I mean?
Oh man, life is futile sometimes.
That's how it feels to me. Have you ever heard of the band Weather Report?
Hey kids, have I ever told you what it was like in the 60s? No, listen. It's not Weather Report, it's not some jazz funk odyssey.
What is it?
Jackie Jackson's a serious dude.
Yeah.
Former RAF pilot.
Yeah.
I think the tash added credibility.
Yeah,
Why haven't you got one?
Too old.
That doesn't make any
Lawrence,
sense.
they want to age me down, not age me up. You're still in the prime of youth.
You look clearly. I'll put
We haven't really hot seated all that much, so I'll just ask you a couple of questions. What's a quick snack for Jackie Jackson?
For Jackie Jackson or Lawrence Ubong Williams?
Jackie Jackson. Is it sort of scrambled eggs? Is it pork pie?
No, Scotch egg.
Scotch egg.
Yeah, Scotch eggs is the
How would he have it? Hot or cold?
cold.
Any sides with that, or any
You gotta say a bit of pickle.
condiments? Pickle, mustard.
He likes pickled Scotch eggs.
Okay, this is great. Where did he grow up?
Oh my god, this is so unprofessional. I hadn't even thought about any.
No, it's fine. Ralph said that. Well, I said that Ralph's character had grown up next to a municipal dump, sort of next to sort of concreters or screeders or something like that. That feel about right?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you think that would have been in his destiny had he not joined the RAF? Like being a roofer or something? We're here in the dressing room with Gerald Kidd. Gerald, do you think you would have made a sort of 1950s Bond? Would that have been...
No, I don't think so.
No? Do you think you'd make a present-day Bond? I mean, Daniel Craig's only got this one left and he's
No,
done.
definitely not.
Not at all?
No.
You strike me as the perfect Bond. Suave, sophisticated.
Sorry, talking to me? Well,
Matthew Cottle there. Also a perfect Bond.
Yes, thank you.
LUW. Perfect Bond. We've got 3 perfect Bonds.
Yeah, well, I think I could do the physicality.
Yeah.
I think that would be something that I could do. I mean, I could
say you smash
demonstrate
it.
the kind of work I've been doing.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
We've done a lot of animal work, haven't we, James?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
During the preparation of the play.
Yeah.
And I've chosen a very specific animal for Sir William Collier.
Okay, I'm going to stop you because we're going to run out, but tell me in 1 minute. So we're picking up on the animal again, yeah.
Let me demonstrate.
Go on, yeah, great. This is an actor.
Lieutenant Brooke, you should be in costume. If we could please have Miss Black, Miss Carroll, and Miss Wilson to the stage. Miss Black, Miss Carroll, Miss
It's
Wilson.
beautiful. It's really... How long were you working on it?
We would come in every morning.
Yeah.
And I would do a 3-hour kangaroo workshop. And
Did you immediately go for the kangaroo for William Collier, or
I
did
knew
you?
from the moment I read the script.
Did you? Was it that drew you to it, in a sense?
Yes, I mean, I have I always felt that I was a kangaroo in a man's body.
Anyway, folks, that's it from me, Hadley Fraser. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Whatsonstage, for having me. I'm just about to get loaded back onto the truck on my acting palette and stored away for the night. But remember to come and see the Deep Blue Sea. We start this Friday and then we go through to the back end of July. I can't remember the exact dates, but I'm sure if you type in Chichester Festival Theatre, the Deep Blue Sea, you'll get all the info. And we're looking forward to seeing you. I think we've given you a flavour of the gravity of the show today, at least I hope so anyway, and I hope you'll all be expecting the right thing when you come and see it. So thanks very much. I'll see you.